All right, I think stream should be up and running. I don't know. I'm just looking at what's in the background. But anyways, welcome to today's episode of the, I guess, the OpenSuspect Coding, and I should change my little bar down here because I've changed my my Mastodon. It's not on DistroTute anymore. It's on Fostodon, but I did not do that. Anyways, today we are back in our favorite game, social deduction game, which is of course OpenSuspect that we are developing. And welcome to the chat. If you are in the chat, we can talk about. So this is what we got here. This is our game. The exit button does not work for some, or it works, but for some reason the exit dialog does not come to the front of the screen whenever I click it. Alright, so what are we going to be doing today? So I was thinking about this a lot. I was kind of contemplating what to work on now. And I decided that we should be giving people guns. This is a time when we need to contemplate giving people guns in the game. So we have all those little things here, like game.tscn, which is the scene that is responsible for running our game, and we have our maps here, and we are working on the chemistry lab, which is a purple square at the moment. And we also have the roles and teams and roles, rather, which are agent, counterintelligence, CIA infiltrator, and the Yugoslav infiltrator. At the moment we only worked out the CIA infiltrators, and we haven't really worked out much about them. But we have to give them guns. So the thing is that the CIA infiltrators should have guns that they can use to murder other players. So we need to give them the guns they need to kill people. And I was thinking, how can I do that? Because first of all, we should care about, like the server at least, the server itself will have to know everyone's inventory. So the server has to be able to track what anyone is having, and also we will have to tell the player what they have. So we will need, so this is the script that assigns teams and roles to the players, and it also has the get visible team role function, which will tell each player what do they have to see. So if, for example, an agent, see everyone as an agent, and the CIA infiltrator can see the other CIA infiltrators, but anyone else they will see as just regular agents. This is one of the things, but we also need another function here, and for that we will have to change our teams roles template, which is containing all this kind of the template functions for these. First of all, let me just remove, we can remove a lot of these scripts from here that we are not going to be using. So role assignment, this is for the for the visual representation of the role assignment. Menu base, I don't care about that. Map template, not really interesting for now. The head-up display, that will have to be changed. Game will have to work on this. Connections, no. Characters, no. Character role screen, no. Character resource, maybe. Alright, so character resource, we will have to deal with that. Because the character resource will have to store all the information we need. Just like items they are carrying. Alright. So in this template, where should we assign these items, these special abilities? So the gun is going to be a special ability that can be used to kill the other players. So we will have to have special abilities. So let's start from the character resource. So character resource is currently storing all the information of the characters, such as what team they are in, what role they have, what color their names should be shown, and what tasks they are assigned to, which that will be later thing, but we also have to have the list of special abilities. Which should be array. And of course it should be an empty array at the moment. And we also have to have, so we have this function that will no, we don't have the function that resets everything. Do we just... Where do we reset everything? Do we do it in here? No, I don't think so. I think we reset everything in somewhere else. Good morning, Darius. Welcome to the stream. Is this the first time you catch me online doing the coding stream? Last time I think you only came during the gaming stream. What I'm trying to do, I was looking for an auto load here, and there will be maybe transition handler. When we enter lobby, no, we have an enter lobby here. Game scene, teams role assignment, true. So in the game scene we have the teams roles assignment here. And if it is a we are in the lobby, then oh, the only thing we don't do in the lobby is just we just don't assign, or we just don't show the assignments. First time I catch coding, yeah, alright. So you can see how it is done when you are a unprofessional like me. I am very unprofessional. I don't get paid to do this. So what I need to do here is I don't need to reset everything, because basically the template should reset things. So we just need a function in the character resource that we can use to set the special abilities. And that one, so maybe here name color, get name color, and here we will add these new functions. So function add ability, which will be an ability, which will be something, I don't know yet what it will be. And what we will be doing here is abilities dot append ability. So we will just add this new ability to the abilities array, and then we will have a function which will reset abilities, and there will be, we'll take no what is it? There are no parameters to this function. We just make abilities equals nothing. And then we're also going to have a function which will be get abilities, and this will return the array of abilities. And maybe we will also have another function which will simply tell us if there is an ability assigned to someone. And that is going to take an ability as a parameter, and we'll return a boolean. Return, how is it done in Godot? Abilities dot, can you tell me what does the arrow void in after parentheses? So in Godot, this is kind of, it is an optional restriction on variable types. So let me just maybe find. Oh, it is. So, for example, in this case, this is what it means. So, we can define. So, in Godot, you don't have to define the types of the variables. Any variable can be anything, but it is much easier to debug if you have this static typing added. So, for example, in this function, setCharacterNode. So here we define the type of the variable that we take as a parameter, and then we here after this arrow we define the type of the function that should return. yeah. So it's the, so for example here I define that my function will return a boolean, but I actually return something that is an integer. So it will tell me that I am doing something stupid. And anytime I will use this function, then we will have to consider, like we will know, like the interpreter will know that this function is expecting a boolean, and it will tell me that something's wrong if I'm not looking for a boolean over there. So here I need to look up what find does. So find is an integer, and -1, it gives me -1 if it is not found. So if it's not -1, then it has the ability. But I'm not sure if this is kind of the correct way to doing it, because I'm not really sure what ability should be. So ability, probably I will have to have So probably this function will be much more complicated than what I'm doing here, because the ability should be something more dynamic. So it won't be just a string or you know, something like that, it will be maybe it should be, so maybe it should be a resource. So maybe we should have abilities as resources. So let me just contemplate that for a moment. So if we have the abilities as a resource, so the ability resource can have a few parameters like its name, for example, and like it could have a variety of functions like use. Okay, let's make an ability a resource. How do we do that? How do I do ability as a resource that can be just simply, so here for example we already have that kind of resources for the character resource. So the character resource itself is used as a resource, and it is basically just extends resource, and this is a character named character resource. Then for example in the game, when we're playing the game and we need to make a new character, where are you? Create character somewhere. Spawn character, add character. We need, where is the add character function? Add character, here we are. So this one will just create a new character. I will use the characters auto load to create a new character actually, which returns a character resource. So here we can use this character resource as a in our static typing scheme. And it's just basically create character resource, which is just saying that character resource.new. So this is how we can instantiate a resource. All right. But how do I create the resource file? So I need a new resource file. Let's make it a new script, which is gd script. That's good. Inherits resource and the class name. Why can't I give a class name here? Yeah, it's going to be a resource, and I cannot add a class name to this. Anyway, let me just create the file. Ability.gd create, and class name ability. So now if I save this, can I just go back to the character resource and say that my ability has to be ability? Yeah, so I can just add this, and let's just what is string? Alright, string is string. And Godot is very strange that some of the types are lowercase and red, and some of the types are start with the uppercase letter and are green. Anyways. So maybe instead of finding the ability, I need an ability name. And instead of just doing this, I'll have to false and return found, and of course var found is a boolean, and so every ability will have a name, and I guess we can have a pair of functions. String equals nothing, And we can have a function which will set the name. New name string, and it won't return anything. Or maybe we don't even... Okay, so no, that's not a good idea. We actually don't need this. We don't need a set name function because the resource should not, or the ability resource should not change its name anytime in the game. The name should be immutable. So we only need a function for getName, which returns a string, and we'll return name. What? And this should have an underscore here because it should be handled as a private variable. So now we have that. What we can do is we can go through ability in abilities, yes, and if ability dot get name equals ability name, and then found is, oh no, then we just return true. And here we just return false, and we don't need this. Alright, so we can now have abilities. That is very good. Now we need to make an ability that inherits from this base class of abilities, and we will make it a new one, and that should be probably map specific. So in this map, for example, if I open the map in my editor, you can see that this CamLab editor has a Teams roles resource, which is this CamLab Teams roles resource. So this resource is made for this map, and this map contains this resource, which is the CamLab Teams roles. And I'm wondering if it would make any sense to add the possible things to this as a, but I don't think we need that. I think it's, we should just have a yeah, let me just create a new scene, new script here, new script that we can try to inherit from ability with an empty template, and this will be let's just give it the name gun. Let's not make it too complicated. Now I have gun that extends ability, and class name is gun, and also we can just overwrite the name here, which will be gun. Okay, why doesn't it now work? So it already exists in parent class, so I cannot overwrite it this way. So how should I do that? Maybe I do need an initializing function here. Ability name string, and then returns nothing. or no, not even that. Maybe I'll just make it a init, initialize, and just underscore init. Wait, what are you doing here? Go away. Oh, yeah, I don't need a colon over there. So, in gun, we can just overwrite the function init, and all we need to do, we'll still return void, and all we need to do is change name to gun. Okay. And then what do I do? Teams roles template. I need to figure out how to give this gun to the characters. So in the game, we have this load map. No, teams role assignment, which is called to give teams and people teams and roles. And if this is a server, oh no, this is a server function. So receive teams roles is so here. Okay, so this is all right. This is the part where we assign the teams and roles to all the players. So maybe I should have a comment for that here. And maybe this is where we should go for all the characters. What is get character keys? What is this doing? Oh, it just, oh, okay. Very simple. So we need to get, so here we should just do something very simple for character in characters dot get character resources. So here the character will be a character resource, and what we could do is we could have a ability which will be of an ability and then the character resource, we have a function that will give get role and get team, so we need that. Watching your coding in GDScript, it reminds me that my Godot games code is absolute poo-poo because I am bad at using object-oriented programming. Well, I myself am also not that good at object-oriented programming. That's why I am trying to force myself to use some of the concepts here responsibly, I guess. And that is very important to be responsible. So the thing that team and role are both strings. It's a string, and this should be character.get team, I think. Yeah, get team and get role, and same for role. Or should maybe actually maybe it would be actually better. Alright, maybe it would be better if actually it was not done here directly in game, but how should it be done then? Should I just get a dictionary here from the Teams roles resource with all the... Yeah, maybe that would make sense. So my problem with Godot is that if you have like a dictionary or an array, you cannot type check the elements of the array. So you cannot, or can you? I don't think you can in Godot 2. So this is something that I heard is going to be new in Godot 3. Well, what we could do is we could check in gd script type check dictionary, but I don't think it is possible. Well, the dictionary is just a class itself, and wow, my internet is slow. So key value pairs, and I don't think we can type check what's inside the dictionary. Type checking, no, come on, find something for me. Alright, not really much. Oh, this is Godot 3, yeah, sorry, this is Godot 3 and Godot 4 is coming. I'm not good with numbers. Yeah, you're right, you're right. You are right. So abilities have to be a dictionary, which is an empty dictionary. And we need abilities will be also like actual map, but we will get this from another function, assign abilities, which we don't have yet, so we will have to add. Ability is, alright, so there was a typo here. So I need to have this in the Teams roles template, which is function, what name I was telling that, assign abilities. And there will be a character list and the same as here. So let me just copy all that. And I guess this will be very similar to what we're doing here, but instead the team roles will have abilities and well, this shouldn't start with a capital letter. And instead of that we will just return an empty array here. So for every in the basic thing here in this, which is basically the how the lobby map works. On the lobby, no one has any special abilities, so everyone's special abilities will be nothing, just an empty array. And we can, of course, use this here instead for the character resource. No, camlab. But here, oh, this is getting complicated because I don't just need the character list, I also need the other thing, which is teams roles. Which is what? Which is a dictionary. Yeah, I need the teams and roles here, which I should have the same for the parent class too, but here, because we just don't care about that. So because it's everyone gets no abilities, and here we will have yeah, if teams roles character equals CIA, then abilities character will have to not add. How do you append a list? Yeah, append is the function here. And ability will be an ability. Am I right? This is ability, A-B-I-L-I-T-Y. And yeah, I think I got confused with Godot 3 and 4 because Python 2 and 3, I don't know. Just kind of thought about that. Anyways, so it's an ability, and ability equals, how do we make a new thing? Gun. Okay, maybe this shouldn't be just gun, maybe it should be ability gun or gun ability. Does it work? Is it going to be working? So in the characters, when I create a new character resource, what it does, create character resource, yeah. Yeah, that's what it does. Character resource.new. Why is it yellow here? And what's up with this being green? Okay, so character resource, why does it become yellow? I have no idea why. It's an ability and it's a gun ability.new. Okay, so we'll return all the abilities nicely for us in game. Okay, maybe Teams roles resource should be yeah, I should have a variable for that because it's just very Teams roles res equals actual map dot Teams roles resource. Yeah, that's what I want to do. What is the type for this? What is the Teams roles resource? Teams roles template is the name of the resource. Alright. And this is also yellow. Something's wacky here. You cannot expected end of statement. Yeah, because I need to define this as a variable. Great. So I can just use this Teams roles res instead of all of this and make everything much shorter here. Too few arguments for assignability call. Oh yeah, like you can see, very good type checking here from Godot. Sometimes it has very good type checking and sometimes it has very bad type checking. And we need the roles dictionary here. And then what we should be doing is this will be just for debugging purposes what I'm going to add here, and that is going to be oh, we actually have to, because this will be a list of abilities, and we can print debug ability dot get name. What is, where's ability? Yeah, ability get name, that will be it. So let me just see what the hell is going to happen if I just run this. Where will we crash the game? Okay. There it is, there we are crashing the game. Invalid operands, dictionary and string. Yep, alright. Oh no, what am I doing? So now, okay, so you can see here, probably you cannot see because of the very small font in the output, but the output says that this character has a gun, which is very nice. So you can go back to lobby here. Alright, and if I... Let me just... where was I here? Not just the ability name, but also the character. I want to print out the name of the character. Can I do that? Probably not. But I can print out the character like ID. So if I run this, create game, start game, you can see number 1 has a gun, and I am number 1 because I am the host. So let's go back to lobby here, and let me open, or rather run, a new instance of OpenSuspect here, and we will join in here, and let me just put it to another and run another instance, and this instance, wow, beautiful random generated characters we have here. So now we have 3 of us on the map, and if I start the game, number 1 has a gun, which is good because I am the gun. I guess this character is the one with the gun. So if I start again, why am I the CIA agent again? So number 1 has the gun. Why am I always the CIA agent? I want you to give me a different role, please. Finally, I'm an agent. So now we can see in the list that this number 468747198 is the one who has the gun, and I would guess that that number is this number here. Okay, why do we have this setting teams and roles for this guy? I don't need this debug message from there anymore. Okay, so clearly we have a gun. Where was this? Game.gd95. Yeah, I don't need this debug message anymore. So, what we have done, but this only exists on the server at this moment though. So this only exists for the server at this moment. What we need instead is we actually have to do all this this looping through, and we'll have to, instead of debug printing, of course, have to actually assign these abilities to the characters. So character resource will be characters.get character resource, and an ID for that will be character. And once we have this character resource, what we can do is for each ability, well, what we can do, we don't need to do that if, but I don't know, is this, if lan, yeah, I don't know, I don't need to do this optimization right now. Character resource dot add ability, and we will just add ability here. But first, actually what we need to do here is character, oh no, var, sorry, character resource dot reset ability. So we need to reset the abilities before we add the new abilities, so they don't keep the abilities from the previous session. And what we need to do is we need to, so every player should only get what their ability is. So players should not be aware of other players' abilities. But I don't think we should RPC. Can we RPC? Okay. I'm not going to optimize this, so this will be just a very dumb implementation here. Very dumb implementation, and that is RPC ID, and the peer is character, and the method will be receive abilities ability. I guess this RPC should be done after we RPC'd the team roles though. So because the team roles should be sent out first, and then we got the abilities, and then everyone gets their own abilities. Can Godot handle this if I RPC these custom variables, which are... I just think it's really not optimal, but at this point I just want to see if things work. So it might work or it might not work, so... Alright, I'm just giving me notes here to know what stupid things I am up to. What are the things that I know that are dumb, but I'm doing them anyways. And there will be a puppet function. What is the name? What did I say is the name of this receive ability? New ability. Oh no. Need camel case. And I need... Okay, so this receive team roles, this also, let's just use the same simplification here as I did there. So we can simplify this, and then what we want to do here is receive ability will have to have this same variable here, and then well, we don't need it actually. I'm stupid. What we need to do is we need to get okay, why is character resource gray and why ability is green? If I rename it ability stuff, still is green, so it's not because of the capitalization in the middle. Alright. Method failed. What is... Yeah, this works. Anyways, new ability. My character is a character resource, which will be characters dot get my character resource, and characters dot no character. Damn, I am very confused here. Just followed you on GitHub. Can't wait for when OpenSuspect is done. Well, me too. Thing is, if we go to the GitHub now, this is the official, the OpenSuspect/OpenSuspect. We have our schedule somewhere. Where are our schedules? So if I go to pull requests, no, I do go to issues, for example. Go to issues. In issues, we can see these milestones somewhere. So we have 3 milestones. Alpha should be done by June 30th. Full playable game should be done. Now, beta should be done by December 31 this year. Fully playable game by somewhere in, why is it March 12th but in 2023? I am not sure. But anyways, so an alpha should be done by June, which would mean all the game functionality will have to be implemented in 3 months. Maybe that might be possible. And well, the thing is, so I am the only person currently who is kind of actively working on this game, which actively means it's like 2 hours a week approximately, and no one's reviewing the pull requests, unfortunately. So in my case, in my OpenSuspect here, if you want to try the most current things that still works, you can find my branch under what? Not here. I'm sorry. This is the so here on Lice Micro, there is a development branch. So this development branch has wow, it's 6 commits behind OpenSuspect main for some reason. I will have to take a look into that. Why is it behind? What are these 6 commits it's behind? But this is basically, it contains all the commits that I find acceptable but are still not merged into the main. I will have to figure out what's going on here. And then this is what I'm working on here is teams roles is what I'm working on currently. So yeah, I guess. And I also started doing some new characters, which are in the new characters branch on my fork. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Add ability and new ability. And maybe we can just print debug new ability dot get name. So just to figure out if this actually works. So for that, I need to run here. And what else am I going to do? I need to run the server as a different instance here. So I run the server, I join the game here at localhost, and if I start the game here, then the game crashes with the message okay, what is the what? Where is the why is it what? Why did it not stop? Stop. The debugger thinks that the game is still running for some reason. So let's try again. Alright, there's two very handsome doctors here. Is it because getName is a function instead of a variable? Yes. Oh! Welcome to the stream, giving me great life advice. Yeah, don't... forget the parentheses. GetName is a getter. Yeah, I should set getter and setter functions, to be honest. That would be the clearest way to handle these kind of things. Alright, so if I start the game now, but still invalid call, non-existent function, getName and base nil. Something's wrong with the function call here. Even though that was actually a problem, but still the problem is that this new ability is nil. When because of course, because I am not a CIA agent. But then, wait, what? Okay, let me just print debug here. As a server, but I am quite sure that this should not happen. So that RPC should not be done. No, I need to debug the server right now. So if I start the game, yeah, so it only actually goes into that if we have an ability, don't we? Because if we don't have an ability, we don't even get into this block here. So this receive ability should not be RPC'd out. Or wait, so abilities, character. Can I just print debug character and abilities character. So if I'm the server and oops, let's close this quickly and start a new instance here. Join localhost. So I am the server and I press start the game. Okay, so for some reason, no, that's okay. Wait, what? Alright, so why is somewhere something goes wrong, horribly wrong here, because what I see here is having an array inside an array, which makes no sense. Why is there an array inside an array over here? So where I print the abilities character, it either prints out an empty array, which is fine. So it prints out an empty array for the character whose role is something that doesn't matter, like, you know, the agents. And if it's a CIA infiltrator, then it prints out an array inside that array. When Godot prints an object, it puts brackets around the class name. Oh, okay, thank you. I did not know that. So it is not an array, it's just confusing showing the object, even though it looks like that, yeah. Okay, so that's confused me. So this is not a square bracket that shows me that it's an array of resource, it's just a resource. But then again, let me just clarify something here. Print debug. So we have the character, but I want to show the what is the roles of this character. And I can just print this like this. So if I'm just alone, I mean it's an infiltrator for CIA, and that I go into that a loop in there. So if I run another instance, and we are two of us, and I start the game, I am an infiltrator, and it goes into that loop for the infiltrator. And then back to lobby and start again. It's only going back to for the infiltrator. And why am I always the infiltrator? Come on, make me a regular agent. Yeah, this is awkward for the random number generator. What the hell? Oh, I'm agent. Okay, so I'm not always but if I'm a counterintelligence agent, which I am if I'm yellow, I also see the CIA agents only on my screen, which is why I got confused again. But anyways, every time it's only going into that for the CIA agent. So I still don't get why is this receive ability why is this new ability empty? Why are you empty? My character. Why is this function getting called? Receive ability is literally only RPC from there. Godot doesn't let you send custom. Okay, so that makes sense that it doesn't let me. Okay, yeah. I knew I was doing something stupid, but I did not know I am actually doing something that's illegal. And I think I got bogged down in the wrong detail over here. You have to set an option to allow sending custom classes. Or I can just do this instead of sending the class when I receive the roles. No, but that's not good either. I have to send the abilities somehow without sending the class itself. Then probably that would be the best way to do it. So maybe send the ability name somehow. So and here I get a string, and then maybe I will have to have a function that will let me get an ability by name. Maybe I will have to have a function which will by name and then returns an ability, and this is just the template function, which will be overwritten. So there are no abilities in the template. So it actually no. Can I? What happens if there is no valid ability? What can I do? Maybe I can just send back. Okay. Let me just leave. Yeah, maybe just return null. That makes sense. Yeah, I can return. Okay, so null does not. Okay, I was thinking that it might have a problem, but with the custom, yeah, but it makes sense. Null can be returned. That's quite a good idea. Thank you. Normally just return null because it's the easiest way to check. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely reasonable. Class gun ability couldn't be fully loaded. Script error or cyclic dependency. What is your problem here? What is the cyclic dependency here? Dang. A cyclic dependency is normally when one class references another class that references the first class. If the game can run, it's just the editor being weird. Yeah, I don't see any error in this specifically. And I mean, the editor is being weird because what is the error in 92.13 specifically? That's what I don't know. Get ability by name, new ability name. And if can I just check against null with the equal? I think I can do this in Godot. I can do it in Python, but I think I can do it in Godot. Alright, let's see. So I need to create a game first in another instance. Maybe I will even run another client just for good measures here. So you have 3 players, and then let me join. Alright, who has the best hat? Alright, where is in here? We can start. And wow, I got a gun. Sometimes the role announcement screen does not work. So now I get a gun. And I am the CIA agent because I'm blue. So I guess it works. Who is the CIA agent? I am CIA agent again, and I got a gun. Great. And I am CIA agent again, and I got a gun again. What? Nice surprise. Oh, let's start the game. Why am I a CIA agent again? Okay, I'm a regular agent now and I don't have a gun. I think, because, yeah, it's 4 guns. Great, alright, so now last thing for today. I think this will be the last thing for today because it's getting late. And I feel good about this achievement for the time being. So last thing is we should have something on the heads-up display for the based on the abilities. So what happens is once this team roles assignment is happening, oh, there is one thing I have not done. There is one thing I have not done, which is so what I should do here is actually, because get abilities. So let me just show you without telling you what the problem here is. Come on, run the game. Let me just run. I mean, I might be wrong, but I have a hunch here that I forgot something important. Okay, so there is nothing because I'm not the CIA agent yet. And the server is the CIA agent at this time, so there is nothing happening here. So I don't get a gun because I am not CIA. But come on, don't let always the server be the CIA agent. Okay, so now I am a CIA agent, so I've got a gun. I got this resource. And if I go back and start another game, and I am the CIA agent again, oops, I have 2 guns now. 2 gun instances there. So what I forgot is to get rid of the guns. I have to get rid of the guns once the new game is started. How do I do that? So in the transition handler we either go start game or enter lobby, but both start game and enter lobby will call the load map function of the game scene and overlay the role assignment on top of that. And so when we call the load map function in the game scene, that's where we, I think, Yeah, remove previous map, load map, save spawn positions, spawn characters, request server for character data, and we can also remove abilities from characters. Which for the server I did somewhere. I think on the server it is done. Yeah, character resources or reset ability is done on the server. But instead of doing it here, we could do it for both the server and everyone else. When we enter the game. Get character resources, colon. Because what happens is that once the load map, so both for start game and enter lobby, these are the load map functions are run, and then only calls the team role assignment if it's on a server, but it will run the load map function first, so now it should be good for the time being. But maybe I should just wait a minute, test this. Somehow. Get abilities, yeah, that's how. So maybe I won't do the thing today. Maybe I won't be able to do the head-up display today. But anyways, non-existent function reset ability in base int. Oops. I'm doing the dumb thing here. Because where was the error? Oh, yes. Wait, what? What does character resources return? It returns a dictionary. Oh, it returns a dictionary. Damn. I don't like when it returns the dictionary, because then I have to... What is the... Yeah, dot values. I have to go through dot values. I think it's enough for me to join with one additional character for this. So it's empty, empty all the time. Where do I print this? 142. Get resource, character. Oh, yeah, because first it prints the resource and then the role, so nice. And then I don't need this one here. But anyways, so the thing is that it's always empty by the time I get here, so the resetting works properly. And that's what it means, because I add the ability after I printed that it's been emptied. I guess I could print debug here to just make sure, but that will take up too much time, so I'm not going to do that. I just think it works because it seemed to be working. And I will just rather just go for the heads-up display thing real quick here. So for that I need to check out, so once you load the map, overlay the role assignment, and this is our role assignment screen, which will, when it's loaded, when it's overlaid, it shows the team's roles, and also a timer is started somewhere, and it has a timer. So timer here. Wait, maybe the timer is, where's the timer? Oh, the timer is on the game. So once this timer is done, so and time is out, then we just signal through the transition handler game started that we can hide that thing. And what else do we have? So when we are in the lobby, on the other hand, how does it work when we are in the lobby? So when we go to, so when we go to the lobby, when we enter the lobby, then what else happens here? So we enter the lobby. Current state is, oh, it's already set the current state to lobby, and here it just sets the current state to assignment. So once we started the game, we are in assignment mode, and once the assignment mode is done, then our state is set to map, which is alright. But when do I load up the head-up display? So if I don't have, okay, if we are in the lobby, so this is where the roll screen timeout is, so this is when the timer is started if we are not in the lobby. Or maybe if we are in the lobby, we will have to just update the head-up display with abilities, or no, that's not good, because we have to do that after we receive the abilities. Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't do the head-up display today. It's just getting a bit confusing. I'm getting tired. I don't want to mess this up. But basically the head-up display only has a game start button, which is which can be shown or hidden based on whether we are a server or not, and this would also need some area with the abilities. where we can just add new abilities into that. In a role assignment screen, for example, we have this what is it? This box container which contains all the character graphics here. Something like that should be added to the HUD head-up display too. But I kind of feel like even adding a very simple... Okay, let's just try to add a very simple thing. But first, let's just save our current progress. Save everything, because we already made a lot. And yeah, that's a lot of things to add. So git add these special abilities for infiltrators. So here we are now. Wow. So there was there is the main, origin main and origin head, and where is upstream / main? I don't even know. Alright. This is a very complex Git branch. So let me just do something very simple here. I'm going to add child node, which will be hbox container. Maybe no, maybe game start button should be independent of this. Just be where it was. Hbox container is like maybe the game start button is good in the top left corner, just so everything else I can just put in the bottom somewhere. And this should have multiple sub boxes inside, because it should have interactions with the environment. So abilities will be one of these things. Hbox container equals alright, I don't see. So game, oh my, game UI / abilities, maybe just ability box. And maybe we just have a function for add ability. Button text will be a string. We'll return nothing, and what we'll do is how do we instantiate a button? Does it have a... No, it doesn't. We have to preload something. No, we don't. But there is no instance function for button. Can I just make a button like this? How does it work? Thought I'm just totally blanking out on how does this work in Godot. Instance. How do you instance node from Godot and from code? Nodes can be instanced into other scenes. Alright, that's all fine. Alright, thank you for all these screenshots. Yeah, maybe I just search it in DuckDuckGo. Getting nodes, no. Node paths. Creating nodes. To create a node from the code, it's new method. Like for any, oh, it's just simple as that. Alright. And then we just set the text. And then oh well, no. It's ability box dot add child and add the node, which will be new button. Great. And at this point, I don't think I will add any new functionality beside that, and I guess I can do the receivability. When we are receiving an ability, then we can just call the, or this is where we should do something about. This HUD. So this HUD function will have to be called. But how do I call this HUD function? There should be a signal, but how do I connect to that signal? So many problems with this. Because this is so when the teams and roles are assigned, we just emit a signal to the team with this. This is the team's roles assigned signal, and that signal, this team's roles assigned signal, is connected in the role assignment screen. When it's ready, it gets the game scene and then connects. So maybe that's what we should do in the HUD, but when is the HUD loaded first? I guess when the HUD is loaded, then the transition handler is already in the game scene, but we will see that. What? Yeah, we already have the ready function. Maybe create a signal. Yeah, signals are my arch enemies. Kind of. Ability assigned, and then what's this? Wait, what am I doing here? this is not where I should be doing this. I need the hud.gd. And ability assigned, that will be the name of the signal, and then this is add ability. Did I spell it correctly? Yes. Alright, so ability assigned. I just have to define that signal. These signals are the bane of my existence. Always confuse me. Now I need emit signal here. And then I can add the new ability name. Okay, how much did I screw things up? Come on. Oh no, doesn't happen, and nothing happens. Ability assigned. Does this signal get emitted? Button text. Print debug. Let's just print this out. If I... Maybe is it because I am the server? Maybe it is because I'm the server and I don't know, let's just keep it in here. And I am not doing this properly here because... Wait, do I RPC myself? I probably do not RPC myself. Yeah, I probably do not RPC myself, so if I am a client server, then I will have to also RPC my own ability name, which should be a string for ability in characters, get character resource ID dot ability, no, get abilities, yes. Ability dot get name. All right. Now come on. Create a button for me. No, why don't... Okay, so here the add ability function in the HUD actually says that I got a gun. So this one works. But the new button, maybe it's not the text. What is... Maybe I'm using the wrong thing there. So for a button, type is a button. And what does... Yeah, it's text. It's button.text. So why don't I have a button over there? Let me just open the remote scene tree here, and there is HUD, Game UI, Abilities, and there is a button here. Where is this button located though? So the button has been added, but I don't see it on the screen. Maybe it's behind the... Oh, here it is! Here it is! Here is the gun! Okay. Okay, I just did not see it because this is so freaking small here. I have to style this button. Well, I don't have to I'm not going to style this button because this is not how this will look like in the game. This will have an icon of a gun over there. But at least I can see this button right here. Good game. And it's not disappearing, so... Now I have two guns. So let's just solve this small annoyance over there. And we need to have a function clear abilities, which will be also void, and what we'll do is element in, what is it, ability box dot get children dot q free. So get children returns an array of references to nodes children. Alright, so it's an array, which is fine. I just need another signal for that. So I need a clear abilities signal here too. And that signal will have to be emitted by the server, maybe here. No, not here. It's definitely before that. So after all the abilities have been assigned, we can emit signal clear abilities. And the same signal will have to be emitted here, I guess, for the clients. Let's see if this works or not. So, I've got a gun. Okay, back to lobby. Okay, I cannot spell. That's something you cannot... Is the Q free? Is this the correct spelling of the word Q? Okay. Yes, that works. Alright, so let me run this again. But now my server will be another instance, and let's create server here and join the game. here, and okay, so if I start the game... What is this? Sometimes the stream role assignment is not working, so I have a gun. The server does not have a gun. Great. Back to lobby and start the game again. Now I am CIA infiltrator and I have a gun. Great. Server does not have a gun. CIA. Now the server is the CIA infiltrator and they have a gun and I don't have a gun. Very good. I am very satisfied with today's progress. I don't know what's... Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, I changed the button. Okay. Dummy button for abilities added. Why do I have to sign it again? I mean, I already typed in this password previously. Anyways, it's done. End of the stream for today. Thank you very much for staying with me. Thank you especially for SS Pro and M Darius in the chat who helped me out with some of the issues I was having today. I think we made some good progress on the code, and well, I will see if I will have the time working on this beside from streams, because next weekend I might not be able to stream. Next weekend I will have some, well, in real life things I will have to attend to, so we'll see. But if I do anything, I will be pushing those to my GitHub repository, so don't forget to check out my GitHub for this. You can actually see this if you go to the official OpenSuspect thing. Here we have a pull request, which is this development started on Teams and Roles assignment. And this has not been merged into the Teams roles on the main OpenSuspect repository because reasons. Because no one else has been working on this, so I did not feel like to just merge it in. But anyways, you can find it on the official repository. Go to pull requests, go to this, and then if you click on this nice micro colon Teams roles, you will be sent to the proper place on GitHub if you want to check this out. If you want to help me and work on this, you can clone or, you know, just pull this branch from my repo, or if you have the... If you can also, if you are already in the OpenSuspect team, you can just merge this PR in and just clone this branch from the official repo. Whatever you feel like doing. Thank you very much once again for staying with me for tonight, and we'll see each other next time. Follow me on my Mastodon, which is not what you see here, which is on Fostodon. So you won't find me on DistroToot anymore. I don't think DistroToot even exists anymore. But anyways, yeah, bye.